Okay, this is going to be the last start of the John Deere with this particular carburetor on this particular engine. It's a 21 horse Briggs & Stratton V twin, and this will be a cold start even though it is plus 10 out here. A few people might be able to tell what's missing from my yard. I will do a more in-depth video on that in a few minutes. Okay, that is a quick demonstration. This is what this thing always does. And before, when this carburetor was on the engine that's in my Craftsman truck, it would run, and it would run without choke, but just the one cylinder was not firing correctly. It was not getting enough fuel, and it just was really just over-fueling it or something like that. It's really something messed up with this carburetor. So really the only way to make this run with this particular carburetor is to keep that choke on, which is not good for the engine. So hopefully the brand new carburetor will solve this problem. Re-choke it, and I'm going to fire it up and quickly move it. See, it runs pretty good right there, right about 3/4 choke, but it just will not run with no choke on. It just cuts itself out way too much. And if it wasn't for my OCD, I'd actually make this my racing lawnmower. I'd put gear drive in it. I kind of like this tractor. I like the feel of the steering on this tractor, but my OCD with the broken hood and everything else just won't let me do it. I'll lose interest in the project. See, that's what happens with some of my projects. That's why I lose interest. My OCD kicks in, and I just don't want nothing to do with them anymore. So I end up selling them or getting rid of them and giving them away, stuff like that. See, most of the stuff I get for reasonably cheap, so it's not a huge loss. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please prime comment.